What up, though? It's your boy Foreman. Today, I have a dual gameplay for you guys. The first user is using the Cowboys, and the second is running with the Steelers. In my last video, King Rennie commented below if I could give you guys a video describing what I see as a defensive player when I'm trying to read the offense. So I'll go into detail about that a little bit today. Like, subscribe, comment, and share, please, the video, and comment down below what it is that you want me to speak about and address in my next video. So, I come out in my run game as I usually do, just to test and see what he's in. He's giving me a more so a spread out look, so I'm going to try to establish my run game with Penny, see if I can hit some holes and create some big runs. He stops me the first two drives, so I come out in my tight offset pass offense. Right now, I'm thinking cover two because how low those corners are playing. And if you notice, the corners' shoulders are turned towards the backfield, which lets me know that that's a zone defense. If it was offense, the corners would be shoulder squared with my receivers. And he was using a safety, which let me know post read that I'll be able to throw that motion slant route. And it also lets me know that I've probably played this guy before. So he thinks he has an idea of what it is that I want to do on offense. And that's one thing about reading defenses. You can always depend on your post read to know what the defense is running. Sometimes you have to make a post snap read. You can't always depend on your pre-snap reads. Because some guys could be giving you a cover two look. It could be in a cover four. It could be a disguised man blitz. Guys are getting better and they're getting a better understanding of what they have to do to disguise coverage. So a lot of the times you have to make your post-snap read after you've already hiked the ball. And that's what that was right there. As soon as I motion hiked my guy, I noticed that he was using a safety. And so the middle linebacker is being controlled by the AI. So I know I'll be able to sneak that motion slant in. Right here, I see cover two. I already know it's the Tampa 2 blitz. He'll be sitting in that corner on the right-hand side. So I'm going to run my deep post route, and then I'll put a couple check downs, a drag, and an in route at the first down marker. As it does, he sends the guys. I see Jones backpedaling, so I just pass lead that deep corner route up the field for a quick 30-yard gain. Again, he comes right back out in the nickel. And I see that one high safety, so I know it's cover three, or it could be a man blitz. And right there, he does a good job of using and taking away. But I'll take a 3-yard gain on first down because the goal is when I get to third down, I don't want to deal with a lot of third and long situations because a lot of the time that takes away your ability to hit your check downs. If I'm always in a 3rd and 5, a 3rd and 4, I know for a fact I can always go to my check downs and there's a good chance that I can pick up the first down. So it's 3rd and 5. I'm waiting to see what he comes out in so I know what it is that I need to do offensively. He gives me a single high look so I know it's cover 3. Right there he just base aligns and it looks like he's just going to send pressure. So right now I'm thinking he's going to send 6. I'm thinking maybe he'll re-blitz that last linebacker, but he doesn't. So I motion block this guy. I put a corner, a streak, and a drag on the field. Just 3 routes. And my slant route beats that guy inside, and I take it to the house for 6. If a guy is sending 7, my go-to combination is I want a streak route on the field, and I want 2 crossers, whether they're slants, drags, whatever, 2 crossers because I want to force his user to choose one. Because he's sending 7, he only has 4 in coverage, and I know for a fact out of those 3 routes I put on the field, I'll be able to hit one of those for a big gain. And right there was man. Slants always beat man. If you're having a problem with your slants beating man defense, then motion hike them, and you'll get inside position that way. So right here, he goes to the pass a little bit earlier than expected, which I'm okay with. Right now, he's in right there. I had him in the backfield, but I get a weird animation with Wagner. But right now, he is in I think it's ace slot offset, which I'm extremely familiar with because a lot of the guys in the top 100 run it. So I know where I need to be and what I need to do to take it away. Right there, I get the user pick with my boy Nubby because, as I said before, with most Cowboys users, the moment they go to the pass, if Zeke isn't getting them the results they want, they'll throw a pick because they're not comfortable passing the ball with the Cowboys. The whole purpose of running with the Cowboys is to utilize that offensive line and that run game with Zeke, and honestly, to just be able to spam armbar. It's the most OP X factor ability in the game. It's almost near impossible to tackle Zeke one-on-one in the open field. It's hard to tackle Zeke with 2 or 3 guys on him with that ability. So I knew once I was able to get him to pass, I'd be able to lurk something and get a pick, especially because his first read, he threw a corner route at a cloud flat. So I know he wasn't that comfortable making his reads out of that ace slot offset. So right here, I'm playing careful because I want to make sure I get points before half because I know he gets ball. So I want to go up at least 2 possessions. And that's key when you're getting turnovers. Always capitalize, even if it's 3 points. Right here, I see that one high safety look. And then he comes off with a press look to try to mask it. But I'm pretty sure I know what he's in now. And right there, he brings him back out and gives him more so a cover 4 look. But I'm still expecting cover 3. So right there, he does a good job. I have the cover 3 beater deep. I didn't hit it, but I do a good job of holding that middle linebacker, his user, thinking I was going to scramble. And then I dump it down for the first down. Right here, I see that one high safety again, so I motion in my wide receiver for extra blocking, and y'all already know what it is. Metcalf taking the top off the defense, 1-play touchdown. So right there is when he decides I've had enough, and he checks out of that game. So right there, I seen the one high safety look. I already know it's cover 3. Even if it's man-to-man, I already know I'll be able to get that 1-play touchdown over the top with that single high safety look. And right there, you see my record and my rank, and here comes the next game against the Steelers against this guy Free Will Karma. This game is a little bit longer than the last one, and he actually gives me a little bit of difficulty on the first drive trying to figure out exactly it is what he wanted to do because I was expecting for him to just come out slinging a ball, and he actually does the exact opposite. So you'll see me adjusting on the run to contain his run game and at the same time trying to figure out his reads offensively. So right here again, come out, let's test that run D. Right now he has a decent amount of guys in the box, but right then this is a bit of a lucky run. For some reason, when you get caught behind your lineman, a lot of the times the defense just runs all around you instead of tackling you. So right there, I stayed behind my lineman until I was able to spring the big run, and I take it to the house for 75 yards. Right here, he comes out in tight offset, which is the formation I run, so I'm extremely familiar with it. That, and he comes out in tight doubles. So I already know what the reads are and what's he want. He throws a little loop in it, motion near McDonald's for extra protection, and then looking for the corner route. I thought I had the corner route locked up when I manned the corner route up, but he was still able to get open. So we come with a different adjustment from this point on to make sure we take away that corner route. Right there, check down to Juju Smith, and we come down and play that well. The next play, I'm looking to use his check down and then that deep crossing route. I'm very much okay with him taking that check down every time because I know I'll be able to wrap up pretty quickly right there. So right there, you see me making adjustments, and I get caught on my D line, which I'm okay with. I should have gotten a pick right there, but Griffin didn't come in quick enough. Right there, I seen him looking to the flat route because when I'm playing defense, the one thing I'm reading about the offense, I use her like I'm playing offense. And I don't know if a lot of other guys do this, but I do. When I'm playing defense, I'm thinking if I was on offense, where would I be going with the ball first? Where would I go second? And where would my check down be? And once I can get a hold of what you're doing and what your reads are, then I'll be able to jump routes and bait you. So right here, he's coming out in bunch. I see bunch every time I play a top opponent. So I already know what my adjustments are already. I know what I want to do. The guys I want to man up and cross man. Right there, he throws right in traffic, which should have been a pick for Griffin, but he doesn't get the reaction I want. Right here, I come out in a 1-4-6. I want to send heat, and I also want to see if he's able to pick up the heat. And right there, he does a great job of picking up the heat and hits the end route. So you won't see me come out in a 1-4-6 again, because again, I don't like sending pressure with a lot of guys, because I hate getting beat deep. Right there, I read that he wanted to hit that flat again, so I jumped the flat with Bobby Wagner, then immediately go back to the middle of the field to take away whatever else he wanted to throw, which he usually has a crosser across the middle. So again, I know for a fact I want to make sure he can't hit me up the middle first. As you see, I take away the end route, which was probably his primary read. That should have been another pick with Griffin, but I'll take that right there. And then again, every time, usually when a guy motions a person over, that a lot of the times is his primary read, or he's using them to stretch the defense so he can go somewhere else with the ball. Right there, that's good defense again. He breaks the tackle off Griffin and doesn't want to go down. So, but we eventually get him down and we hold him to a field goal. If you're able to hold your opponent to the field goal on the first drive, it's like getting a stop, guys. Because now you come down and you get 7 and you have that 2-possession lead. That's extremely important in this year's Madden. Right there, I break off a really nice run with Penny. And so I decide just to continue to pound the ball, see if he stops anything. He does a great job shooting the gap with the user coming around off the block. That's another thing I want to tell you guys. When you're usering trying to blow up the run, do not bring your user down to the line. Because what happens, the closer you get down to the line, the linemen identify you as a potential threat, so you're going to be picked up pretty quickly. If you notice, when I am using to take away the run from guys who like to run the ball, I'm about 5 to 7 yards away from the line. So it gives me the ability and the option to shoot the gap if need be. Right there is good defense by him. And I just throw the ball away, which is another thing you guys should be doing. If you don't have it, guys, just throw the ball away and play for the next guy. Right there, I know I have the corner route. And usually I tell you guys not to roll out because I already had the corner route. As soon as I hiked the ball, I knew it. I rolled out to give myself a better throw and a better angle towards the sideline. Right there, he does another good job of stopping my run. So I know I have to pass again. Right now, I know it's cover 3. He's just bringing his guys down baseline and moving guys around to try to disguise the look. I had the corner route and I could have thrown it, but right there I just decided to take my yards and make it a 3rd and short, just in case that's cornerback played that corner route and jarred that ball loose. So right here, I see the blitzer. What I'm looking at is the high safety and to see if the linebacker that's blitzing, if he stays low. And as you see, the cornerback backs up, which allows me to fit in that streak route inside precision possession catch to go down. So I knew the linebacker was blitzing, so all I wanted to do was see if the safety would come down or if he would stay up. If he stayed up, I knew I'd be able to fit that streak in there for the TD. So right now, this drive for him is extremely crucial because if he doesn't get points off this drive, essentially the game is over as he hits me with a nice corner route there. So now I know I really need to pay attention to that corner route out of this set. And the thing, a lot of guys run that trio and that trips because there's an RPO option out of there. And the one thing I found extremely useful about taking away reads from that certain coverage is you want to put a flat zone out on the trip side of the field, as I should have had an interception right there. The flat zone will take away that RPO option and a lot of the routes that they run to that left side, because a lot of the routes ran to that left side aren't deep routes. The deeper routes will be run across the field to the right side of the coverage, so that's where you want to have your cloud flat set to take away those things. And that's just something I noticed playing defense when I'm making my own reads. Right there, I wanted to see if I could hit him deep. I should have thrown the ball away because that could have easily been a fumble off that tackle. So going into the half, now I feel like I have a really, really good idea of what he wants to do offensively. So I feel like I have the game won already. It's just a matter of making tackles and waiting for him to make the mistake, in which I know he will soon. Again, he's in the trio set, so if you notice, I got Billy Wagner on the flat zone to take away everything that comes on that left side. My right side, I have a lot of cloud flats, and I'm doing some cross manning for those deep crossers. And I'm forcing him to take those check down routes as I missed the tackle, but I try to get the strip there with Griffin. So he goes back into his double set. And I know what he wants out of his double set. Right there again, I'm a little late on that flat route. But I know as the game goes and continues to go, he's going to throw that flat route one more time, and I'll be able to get it. So right there again, he goes to the check down with Juju. And as you see this play, I'll adjust and take away that check down because that's become his primary read because my user is taking away everything across the field. No check down, force him to throw the ball away. So on the next, I'm making my adjustments again. Right there, Bobby Wagner shoots the gap, blows him up in the backfield. Again, I see him motion across the field. So what I'm thinking is key in on Juju. That's his best receiver, and I think he's motioning him across the field to get a deep crossing route with him, which is exactly what he does. He would have had the crossing route had I not clicked on with Flowers and taken that away. And Flowers is going to take that to the house for 6 on Big Ben. Another thing, guys, if a guy's killing you with the crossing routes, throw a cloud flat over on that side. And immediately when the ball is in flight, click on the Griffin or whoever your corner is and go get that ball. Right there, he decides to quit out. And I think that's the last video for you guys. It's going to take you back to the home screen where you can see my rank and my record. Currently, I'm on a 16-game win streak. I played a game after I recorded these, so I'm now on a 17. So any comments you guys may have about videos in the future, comment down below. If you think it's things with my gameplay and my editing that you guys think I need to work on, comment that down below too, guys. It's your boy Form, and I'll be back with y'all with another gameplay, man. I'll holler at y'all later.